I'm not surprised. Like, he's always been a Destiny fan.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me about Pizza Hut University?
Don't worry, we're gonna get some amazing stories about their relationship. Okay. Oh man, like you don't need this detail. We don't need this. We don't need to know this about his life. Come on, there just isn't enough time in this timeline for the linguist job. We are still not at the peak. Okay, there is crazy stuff yet to come. Oh man, it's so bad. Okay, so here is the lead up here. President Sunday. Well, actually, no. How do I explain this? Here's the lead up. President Sunday received a comment on one of his videos in which he spoke to tomfoolery. And that comment appeared to be from someone called Rose. As it turns out, this is one of Tom's exes who reached out to President Sunday and wanted to talk to him. It's verified. I believe we're pretty certain on all this. It is his actual ex, real life ex. And she had plenty to say. She had plenty to say. Okay, guys. So we're just going to try and get into this now. Guys, before I start, please remember to like, subscribe, donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Buy a super sticker. Go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Okay, here we go.
Brilliant. All right. Let's do this. Hello. I cannot hear you if you are speaking. Just a heads up.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you? Hang on. Let me figure out how to put this on speakerphone.
Yeah, no worries. Well, it might be better to not be on speakerphone. We'll see how the audio quality is, but sometimes it makes it like bad because it'll echo back.
Oh, okay. Hang on. All right.
No worries.
All right. Cool. What's going on? How are you?
Oh, that's actually, is that speakerphone or?
No, this is off speakerphone.
Oh, good. Okay, I was gonna say that's clearer somehow. I'm doing well. Thank you. Do you want to introduce yourself very quickly? And also, you don't want to go on camera, you're on your phone. Hang on, let me pop your icon up on the screen quickly.
Okay. I can go on camera. That's totally fine.
It's entirely up to you. It is not required.
Okay. Shoot. Let me look in a mirror real quick.
Okay.
But I'll introduce myself.
Thank you
We're
for the
live,
membership.
like right now.
We are indeed. You are in front of an audience.
Oh, hi.
And you're very yellow. Like a banana.
I'm yellow?
What is that? Yeah, your icon. It's like the background's just like.
Jeez, I don't know. To be honest, I don't use Discord.
That is totally
and
fine.
I struggle with it sometimes. Figuring out how to DM people I felt like a total boomer. I was like, are you serious? I can't figure this out. But no, my name's Rose. If anybody watches,
Guys, I'm not polling fat or not,
tomfoolery,
okay? She's not fat. Spoiler.
I'm his ex-girlfriend. We dated for 3 years between, let's see, 2017, and then we broke up in, was it 2020? Yeah, 2020, I think, is when we broke up.
All right, so just for clarity, I did not seek this person out. She approached me in DMs, and I think under one of my videos. And you had, so to give people just sort of a quick catch up. And I apologize for everybody in the audience for even covering this to begin with, but we got briefly involved in a little bit of a spat that other people were having with former dubious frenemy of the channel, Tomfoolery, over him falsely claiming.
What's this? Please tell me, Sunday asked if this is the girl that Tom punched his friend in a Denny's parking lot over. It wasn't asked, no. But I think you could probably reply to a comment and find out. I think she's open to answering questions about Tom at the moment.
Credentials, not that it
We'll
matters
hear
to
more
how he
about that,
believed
though.
in the
Okay.
first place, but claiming to be a linguist, etc., etc., claiming that his material was used by professors in universities, getting caught up in a whole lot of contradictions, etc., when pressed on it. And he has never to this day fessed up to any of it, and apparently everything he has said about his, just sort of summarizing what you told me, everything he has said about his background, about his experience, about his criminal history is incorrect in some way. I have no capacity to verify any of this, just to be clear, but I am a little bit curious. So you can just begin however you like.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was wondering how is he going to vet me, because
I'm not. I'm going to make it very clear that pending proof of any of your statements, I don't endorse it, and I leave it to people's judgment to make a decision themselves.
This is pending investigation.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I met Tom. I'll just kind of go back. So, yeah, there were a number of crazy things that he said, and actually, how I found out about that video, how I even found it in the first place, was
Which
one
video?
of my the video that I left all the comments on.
Oh, my video.
Yeah, where it was like Tom literally can't stop lying.
Oh, the discussion I had with Tom. Okay. Yeah.
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 To the point, even my current boyfriend and I watched the entire video, and he was like, "Oh my god, I love this Sunday guy."
Sunday W.
But
Sunday W.
anyways, I found that video because a friend of mine named Logan,
Yeah.
he and I were friends at the time that Tom and I had started dating. Logan texted me out of the blue, he sent me a link, and it was like, Tom was on Destiny's stream last night. I was listening to Destiny, and I thought, wait, this guy's voice sounds familiar. Isn't that your ex?
So, Tom going on Destiny stream to argue with Pisco and all those guys. As literally, that is what has brought his ex back. Okay, so that total meltdown that he had the other night attracted so much attention. I believe it was even, I think it was like a 500k view video or some shit.
The trans athlete.
300k. Yeah, so it attracted so much attention by spurging out this time that it brought his fucking ex back to shit on him.
I was like, oh yeah, because I knew when we were dating, like when we first started dating, he would talk about Destiny a lot.
Dude, finding out your girlfriend's ex is now a lolcow with days of content online has got to be epic, dude. You're so right. You're so right. That would be like, it'd be like Christmas. There's just so much, it would just be so fun.
And this was in 2017, so he did not have a channel at all. He had never talked about doing that before. But I knew that he listened to Destiny. So when my friend Logan said that, I was like, I'm not surprised. Like, he's always been a Destiny fan.
Okay. So very, very quickly, just
yeah.
kind of, we can just go kind of down the list of what you've mentioned here to me privately. So we'll go kind of in reverse order, because I think this is the prison thing before or after the Pizza Hut thing?
Before.
Okay. So,
and his timeline on the video where he said like 2008, that is pretty accurate.
Okay.
Because it was when we first started dating, he had been out for about 10 years by that point. So I think that would have been around 9 years when we met. So that was pretty accurate.
Okay. And you said he seems to be lying about why he went to prison.
Yes. People keep talking about identity theft, and I don't know I don't recall.
It seems to have bounced between identity theft and recently it's. I was under the impression it was originally identity theft. I'm pretty sure there are quotes by him saying it was identity theft, and then recently it was debit card theft.
Actually, debit card theft doesn't.
Oh my god, this first bit's pretty dry. This first bit's pretty
That
dry.
rings a slight bell, but only that's not enough of a bell to go off. For me to say, oh yeah, definitely, because I don't know. It sounds vaguely familiar, but
This, yes, Boots, this is the Pizza Hut girl, yes.
what he told me was that he was in for drug possession and racketeering. Racketeering. He told me he would his parents, when he was in high school, they lived in a very, very nice house, like totally upper middle class, really large house. And he would, he got into a bad crowd, and he would break into the neighbors' homes, steal jewelry, and then pawn it for drug money.
Ah.
So, this seems way less elaborate than a lot of the stories that Tom has told. Because I feel like, I could be crazy, but I thought there was like a whole story about how there was a RICO investigation that was like, that was dropped because he had some connection, like he had some connection to some police officer somewhere through like a girlfriend or something that was investigating him on the RICO charge. And he took the fall for his gang and like all this shit. Like I feel like I've heard so much conflicting weird shit about this, but we get a bit, it feels like this makes a bit more sense. What she's about to say here.
Neighbors' homes, steal jewelry, and then pawn it for drug money.
Ah.
So that is what he told me, and because after I stopped working at Pizza Hut, I got into real estate. I started actually like looking, I was
Oh wait, hang on, wait. So
What?
did you meet him while working at Pizza Hut?
That's how we met, yeah. He interviewed me for a delivery driver.
She was 18 when they started dating style.
He was the general manager.
He was the general manager of a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know that he said he said like marketing linguist or linguistic marketing.
Linguistic marketer.
Yeah, linguistic marketer.
I was right. He was a fast food manager.
Yeah, you were
Okay.
right. And you could see the shock in his face when you kind of called him out on that video where he was like, oh shit, wait, did I say something to make him say that? Yeah, no, he worked at a Pizza Hut and very, very briefly a Domino's, but
Okay.
no, he was at.
Now you
Sorry.
having worked at a Pizza Hut.
Okay. What Tom's gonna claim? Okay, so this girl.
Abby Blackbird super chatted $1.99. Freshly 18 time.
Thank for the $1.99, Abby. So, I think this girl dated Tom for about 2017 to 2020. I guess Tom's saying that he was a linguist in 2021, but then he wasn't a linguist in 2023. His last job before he quit streaming in 2023, he had already stopped being a linguist by then. He was posting pictures of himself in like a t-shirt and a high-vis vest, like he was working in a warehouse. So for like 2023, it doesn't seem like he was a linguist. So what, was he only a linguist for 2021 and 2022? He did 2 years of linguistics. Was that it? It seemed like it was more. He had been speaking about it as if it was more than that. There was all these interactions with, doing studies and talking to professors and all this stuff. It just didn't seem, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And he was saying he did it in 3 different companies too. He said he did it in 3 different companies, right? Wasn't it? It was... He was picked up from his Pizza Hut by someone who was opening a linguistic marketing division at the franchise. And then he said there were 2 other companies where he started up linguistic marketing divisions at after that. So he started 3 linguistic marketing divisions in what, 2 years? Really? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. That sounds crazy. Maybe. I don't know. I don't care. It seems like an absurd story. And I just don't really care to interrogate at this point.
Uh-huh.
Did he ever mention that there was a... What could he... Is there anything conceivably that he could be referring to when he refers to him being sent to a... Or founding, I guess, I'm a little unclear on this, a course in linguistic marketing by Pizza Hut, or by... Do you have any idea what he could be referring to there, or is that just coming out of the air?
Absolutely not. No, I've never, the entire 3 years we dated, I never recall
Discord.gg/Kuihman, and your account is... That's another
him saying the phrase linguistic marketing. I think I would have laughed in his face if I had heard those words. No. I mean, I'm not really sure if this is what he's talking about. It's almost like he's saying half-truths but spinning them into a lie. Pizza Hut sent him for a week out of state for like a Pizza Hut University.
Pizza Hut University.
Yep, it's something that general managers get chosen to go to.
Can you tell me about Pizza Hut University?
As far as I know, they only send like a small handful of general managers that are running like
it's so fucked up.
The best stores in the area. I mean, Tom was always a very, very good general manager. He cared a lot about his store and the performance of his store. So he got chosen to go to Pizza Hut University. It was just a 1-week thing. It was like an all-day class.
Uh-huh.
And then they booked the hotel for him and everything. I don't know what they learned there, because I guess they learned like a little bit of background about Pizza, how Pizza Hut started, maybe some leadership skills, maybe, things specific.
Why? Dude, just imagine it would be, imagine your ex comes out and does this to you. It's so fucked. It's so crazy. This is DSP levels. This is DSP levels. Honestly, it's so fucking. The content is so crazy.
Very specific to Pizza Hut, and
yeah.
I have no idea what they're like.
Do you think it's conceivable that he is a pizza linguist in some capacity after that week-long stint?
A pizza linguist?
Yeah.
Oh, God. A
pizza linguinist, if you will. Like, was he...
A linguist? He is very knowledgeable on Pizza Hut. I would not say a pizza linguist. I would say a Pizza Hut linguist.
That's unfortunate. Tom, I tried. Okay, I'm trying to be fair here. All right, well, that's the end of my questions. You can just go off then, I guess.
I'll ramble.
Go ramble.
I do want to address the car thing.
Okay.
Where he said he invented
the mobile detailing thing. Yeah.
Mobile detailing? I don't remember him ever inventing that. That was a really silly thing. That was the silliest thing I heard. But I do remember he is not lying about the mobile detailing thing. He did have his own mobile detailing business.
We found
because
it. We found it. We found the mobile. We have someone made a website called Tom and Thomas Detailing. .com.
He talked about it a lot, and like I said, like he lived next to a really nice area, so people would come and get their really nice cars detailed, and he would be really happy about it. And he was always all about Rain-X. He was always putting Rain-X on the car. So, and then the wet vac. I don't know what. Yeah, he did have a wet vac. Anyways, that's besides the point. But what other things is he? I mean, what other things is he lied about on that thing? It was just the linguist thing. The law, where he said he worked at a law.
Oh yeah, because he also said he worked for a law firm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do believe it was a closing attorney's office.
Okay.
Like a real estate closing. So it was a law firm, but they dealt specifically with real estate closings. If memory serves me correctly, he was
Important
not
stuff.
a mortgage
big stuff he was dealing with. A big shot there, Tom. Big shot law firm employee. What did he say? I thought he was saying it was cold calling or some shit before, right?
consultant.
Except he was playing it. Wasn't he playing it up? And then he said he went for a linguistics course as part of that, right? Wasn't that a thing?
So what was he? Do you know?
As far as I knew, he was like basically like an assistant.
Dude.
Like what kind of assistant? Was he just working the phone, or like what was he doing?
Yeah, just like making copies, answering the phone, like more administrative.
Making coffees, answering the phone. Linguistic jobs. Jobs that send you on a course for linguistic training in order to complete. Those sorts of tasks.
Of kind of like basic administrative tasks. He was 19. It
He was a GIMP secretary.
He had just gotten his GED. He was still in the middle,
Short fact, Tomfoolery's ex-girlfriend reached out to President Sunday to do an interview to confirm that he was lying about everything. Okay, that's all you need to know.
That was actually right around the time he was going to prison, so he was kind of wrapped up in the middle of stuff regarding that.
So did he he was in prison? He wasn't just in jail.
He was in prison. Yeah, he was in prison.
Okay.
It was 2 separate occasions, but they were back to back. It was like, can't remember what it was. It was like one was for like a couple months. He got out, and then he went back. He got arrested like 2 weeks after he got out, and then he went back for like a year or something.
Okay.
And yeah, he definitely went to prison because
Boots, don't worry, we're gonna get some amazing stories about their relationship. Okay.
thousands of prison stories, and his favorite thing to make me was prison food called a big boy.
What's a big boy?
A big boy is where he would get ramen noodles. He would get the jalapeno Cheetos and some type of pretzel. I don't remember if it was like some sort of a stuffed pretzel or like a buffalo something kind of pretzel. But he would crush them up, like he would crush them inside the bags.
Making copies. Pizza Hut University. Telling his girlfriend all about Rain-X.
Thank you for the $4.20, Monk.
While he's making the ramen. No water in the ramen, I don't think. I don't think there was any water in the ramen. You just put the Cheetos and the pretzels and everything in there and mix it up, and it's like very crunchy. You can put it in a tortilla and have like a big boy taco. So that's a big boy. I'm probably butchering it a little bit. I'm probably missing some ingredients, but
Missing
those
the
are
culinary nuance. I'm just feeling sad now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. This is just
Cringy.
Was it good?
Was what good?
The big boy.
Dude.
Oh, the big boy was actually, yeah.
It's
yeah.
so fucked,
like
man. It's so fucked up, man. This is so crazy. Coming on stream to tell Sunday to rate Tom's prison food home cooking. Oh man, like you don't need this detail. We don't need this. We don't need to know this about his life. We don't need to know this. I didn't need to know any of this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. This is just
Cringy.
Was it good?
Was what good?
The big boy.
Oh, the big boy was actually, yeah. Like the big boy was good. The big boy was good in a way of like, I've never thought to even put any of this stuff together.
Lucas Synthead super chatted $1.99. Tom has the personality of prison food.
Thank you for the $1.99.
I mean, it was no like culinary art, but you're just mashing up a bunch of stuff that tastes really good by itself, and you're just eating it in one bite.
I mean, a lot of the best cooking is just that, though, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, but
well,
yeah.
Can we wind back a little?
Apostle super chatted $2. Hey Bunky, I'm trying to make a list you want in.
Thank you for the $2.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Because I think my brain kind of shut off for a second while you were explaining it.
Guys, we need a detour quickly. We're okay. The best is yet to come. Okay, the best is yet to come from the Sunday interview. We need a detour because it's relevant now.
Okay.
This is the big boy challenge.
Here we go. It's about to start. We're going to get ramen at Walmart. Here we go. It's about to start. We're gonna eat food, make you fart. We got pretzels, we got ramen, we got other stuff too. And then you gotta get the Dr. Pepper with it. That's the way it goes. You gotta get the Dr. Pepper with it. That's the way it goes. Hot cheese.
So, dude, when was it? This was 29th September 2020. And I think this is her, isn't it? Is this her? Yeah. When was he? There's no way. Come on. There just isn't enough time in this timeline for the linguist job. For three different linguistic marketing departments.
Smoky Guru super chatted $9.99. Vade Retro Satana.
Thank you for the $9.99. There just is not enough time in that timeline, is there? I can't see it at all. That's possible.
Hot Cheetos. That's the way it goes. Gotta get the Dr. Pepper with it. That's the way it goes. Here we go. Gonna have some fun. Eat a big boy in the sun. Here we go. Gonna have to start. We're gonna get it at Walmart. Hey. All right, so these are the ingredients. The Texas Pete is optional. You got Snyder's of Hanover, Buffalo pretzels, Cheetos, cheddar jalapeno flavor. It's got to be these, no others. Then we got chicken breast in a can, but normally we get chicken on the rollers at Quick Trip, the buffalo chicken.
Bro, canned chicken is so...
And then, of course, Moroccan ramen chicken flavored noodles.
That's crazy.
You don't have to wear the shirt when you get it, but... So we're going to take one bag out. You only need one bag of ramen per person. You're going to crush it up real fine. Make sure that you don't mess up the bag. You want to keep the bag pristine. We're going to need that again later. Then, when you fill it up with water, only fill it up just enough to cover the noodles, no higher. And then put it into the microwave for 1 minute. That's it, just one. Then you'll open up your bag of Cheetos and then fill your ramen noodles bag halfway. Only halfway. You can put more in if you want, but you'll need more water. Then crush up the Cheetos as fine as possible. You want to get it into powder, so take as long as you want, but get the Cheetos down real fine. Then do the same with your pretzels. You want to get the bag about halfway up, and then you can break it all down into powder. You don't have to use this. You can crush it up just the same as we did with the Cheetos, where you smash your hand.
Dude, this is a horrendous video.
You do want to get it into powder.
It's
and
actually
the
making me
pretzels
zone
are
out.
a lot harder to do in the bag because it kind of hurts your hand. As soon as your noodles are done, you're going to take them out of the microwave. Go ahead, put your chicken flavored seasoning on it. You want the seasoning to soak up into the water, which the noodles will soak up themselves. Stir it up real naslack, and then let it sit for a while. Just make sure you pack it down to where the water is covering the noodles.
This is so fucking gross, man.
Once it's all nice and soggy, you don't have any hard noodles anymore, you can go ahead and start adding your crushed up ingredients. Each time you add an ingredient, make sure you stir it up. You want the ingredients to soak into the noodles. If it gets really dry like this, go ahead and add some more water to it. You don't want them to be dry. Get all of your ingredients
just put in more cold water,
stir 'em
bro.
up
It's so gross.
real nice like.
This is fucking disgusting.
And then you can add whatever chicken you chose to add to your big boy. We had to empty ours out of all of the water in the can first. And
Eat
then
more chicken.
we put it in there. This cow liked to stab the
15. But she must have been what, like 20 or 21 here?
chicken. She really doesn't
Mom's like
like
35.
chicken, apparently. So we stir it up then, and then we added our Texas Pete hot sauce before we put it back into the microwave. Stop stabbing the chicken! So we put it back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. Took it out, and then we took
Yeah,
a
he
bite
hired her.
to
He
make
did,
sure.
did her interview. It was supposed to be a 10-minute interview. It lasted like an hour or something.
Took it out, and then we took a bite to make sure that it was
When she was 18.
a second, a
1 month.
third bite to make sure that it was good. Oh yeah. Dr. Pepper is part of this complete dinner. Now it's your turn. Record yourself eating it and then send me the video.
Oh,
You gotta get the Dr. Pepper with it. That's the way it goes. You gotta get the Dr. Pepper with it. That's the way it goes. Hot Cheetos. Hot
Make sure to add hashtag TF Big Boy Challenge or video post. Was he thinking this was going to catch on? No way you thought other people were gonna do this, bro.
The prison convictions, I guess. Can you like break down what you know?
He wants the easy route always. Yeah, it's so true, isn't it? So true, man. He wants to just do the hashtag and blow up, man. Oh,
a bit more clearly, if you could.
So I know like racketeering is.
Do you know anything?
I don't know if he.
Yeah.
Well, I know some of the stuff that he sold.
Okay.
And I know some of the stuff that was caught being stolen. And then he does have stories of where the cops stole what he stole. Anyways,
Okay, so he was selling stolen goods essentially.
Yeah, he was selling stolen goods, so that he could drive down.
Yeah.
I almost said what town, so I had to bleep myself for a second. Just
No worries.
So I'm not accidentally revealing his location, but he would go down and buy drugs with the money that he got from pawning stolen goods. And one of them, I know one was a watch, like a really nice watch. The other was a wedding ring that he didn't know at the time, which is no excuse. He shouldn't have broken into the house and stolen the wedding ring anyways. But he didn't know that it was the guy's dead wife's wedding ring, and he pawned it.
How old was he at the time?
Jesus.
Like 18 or 19.
Okay.
Pretty young. But just young enough to be.
Was it ever retrieved?
The ring?
Yeah.
No.
But guys, remember, he was an addict, okay, guys? Guys, don't shame him because he was an addict, okay, guys? You can't shame him. Remember what Kyla said, okay, guys? Remember what Kyla told J Stalk? Don't shame him for stuff he did when he was an addict, guys. Don't shame him.
And the watch, I believe he suspected was stolen by a cop, because he said one of the officers that came to question him about a recent, I don't know what they were questioning him about, if it was like a recent break-in or what, but he said that they were wearing the watch that he stole.
All right.
Yeah, and then the other was just drug possession. So
here's a question for you. And you don't need to answer this, but I am just a little bit curious. What makes you dislike this guy so much that you're telling me this?
Dude, because it's just...
Don't get me wrong. I'd have an answer if you were to ask me about why I would bring this up myself, having no connection to the guy. But I am curious.
He is a frustrating person. And he was a very frustrating person to date. I was so frustrated all 3 years. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just not to be mean, but he says stupid stuff, and then, I don't know, even if you try to suggest something different, he's very stubborn, difficult to deal with, relationship-wise, and kind of like, why not? Like, why not tell, the truth? Like, I see my ex-boyfriend saying all this crazy stuff online, and I'm like,
that's fair. I wasn't
say anything?
I wasn't trying to attack you. I was actually kind of giving you
I didn't feel attacked.
I was giving you an opening to see if there was a particular point of friction in particular that kind of triggered this, but
yeah,
no,
guys,
no,
we are still not at the peak. Okay, there is crazy stuff yet to come. Okay.
Yeah, and there were a lot of little things that kind of lined up throughout the relationship that led to its demise. But no, No offense taken at all.
Okay.
I'm pretty open.
Okay. Well, I suppose if I was so inclined, I could dig a little bit more, but I'm.
But if you want to do research, totally fine.
Not really. Like the guy's just kind of sad. Like what I'm kind of left with here is like I already knew he was pathetic, and I was just like, oh, so the story that's unveiled is consistent with everything that I suspected, and with everything that's sort of implied.
Yeah.
Is the okay? Here's a question for you, because I'm curious of the timeline on this, but I think it was concurrent with the Pizza Hut thing. I think it would have to be. He claims that his gender document was taken up by a professor and used in colleges and universities. He's since walked that back. Obviously, you saw the talk I had with him.
Yeah.
But is that a thing that's only come up recently, or did he talk about that at the time? Because this would have been, I think, when you knew each other.
I guess that has to be something recent, because that just makes no sense. And the only thing I can even think of him even...
Jesus Christ, mega voice crack. It just totally looks like all this Linguist stuff is bullshit. It just totally, that's the way it looks. I was smoking a minute ago. I just totally mega voice cracked. I was willing to grant that there was some truth to it, that there was some job that he had that was like somehow could be represented as linguistic marketing. But I don't know how it slots into the timeline now. She seems to be with him until September 2020. I don't know how 3 linguistic marketing departments can fit into that small time slot, especially when we know that before his last job, that we know his last job was not linguistic marketing. I don't know that he put it all on his training from Pizza Hut University. I feel like that's like a separate thing. But then I feel like also, didn't Sunday ask about if he ever went on any work courses for Pizza Hut at one point? He said no. I don't know. Maybe not. I can't remember.
Eating a college professor and them being like, I don't know. There's a lot of different types of people that work at Pizza Hut for different reasons. If they're retired and they're just like, I want to make some money. There's a lot of different ways you can meet people, and he did meet a lot of connections at Pizza Hut, and he had absolutely zero intention of leaving Pizza Hut ever. Like, he was good. Like, he was like, this is my life. I'm good here.
Why did he leave?
Honestly, I'm not 100% sure that he did. I've heard him say stuff like that on the podcast, but I don't know how.
You think he's still working there?
Yeah, I don't know how else he's making money. Like, there's no possible way he could make enough from the stream, I don't think, and
God, no.
I don't know
Jesus.
what else he could be doing. He was doing Pizza Hut for over 10 years, like, with a GED.
So I doubt he's still at Pizza Hut. I expect he probably did leave at some point. We know he probably quit to start streaming full time at least. Okay. So he probably isn't still at Pizza Hut.
I don't know what to do after that.
So hypothetically, because you know the location, and presumably you sort of know the internal management structure because you work there. Hypothetically, it's conceivable that you could put me into contact with someone to verify the linguistic marketing claim directly.
Like
direct me.
Like an old coworker, or
I just whoever's above the branch manager.
Oh, above the branch manager? Oh, sheesh. Oh my gosh. I think I could. I do. Oh gosh.
I'm just
Yeah.
this is just for my sheer curiosity at this point.
Okay, I
Sunday
will.
is absolute, scared so barbarian. Just like people call me that. It's not true. It's Sunday. This guy has no. Also, Ryzek, that's deleted. Also, Ryzek, you're getting a timeout. Also, Ryzek, you're getting.
Will say it'll be easy for me to because we worked at the same Pizza Hut only at the beginning of our relationship, and then we decided we didn't want to work at the same Pizza Hut. So I ended up working at a different one for most of my Pizza Hut time.
It doesn't matter if he's still at that location. I just want to be able to know if I like ask somebody, hey, do you know anything about a linguistic marketing credential that somebody got from working at Pizza Hut and going to Pizza Hut University or something, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely can. I'm still friends with a lot of my old Pizza Hut coworkers, and a lot of them are still at Pizza Hut, so I can easily ask them to get me in contact and be like, is this even a position that exists? Because it doesn't make sense in terms of Pizza Hut.
I just want to ask somebody in the abstracted to be in a position to know. It's like, hey, so do you train any of your staff to be linguistic marketers or linguists, whatever? I just want to know that. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there any information that came
Sunday's
up
all
when
about
you looked up?
asking career questions in the abstract, isn't it? That's what this guy's all about.
God knows.
Just a question in the abstract.
University?
You can't find anything when you look at Pizza Hut University. If I Google Pizza Hut University,
if I had these credentials.
Where's the Pizza Hut on my university?
If I were a person called not so erudite.
It's one of those things that's like, so if I go onto pizzahut.com itself, team member training. All team members will receive everything they need to succeed in their time at Pizza Hut, shift leader training, restaurant general manager training. Here we go. RGM training is another example of our phenomenal training programs. The curriculum guides you to become the best restaurant general manager, manger, not best editor apparently. Allowing you to take ownership of a restaurant, a team of people. Dear God. I'm not seeing any reference to career development maybe. That's the same page. And a bunch of them are broken. I see nothing on this. This would have been from which year would this have been again?
Pizza Hut University. I was taking real estate classes, and that was that was right before. Okay, summer of 2019. So it had to have been either like fall of 2018 or like sometime in spring 2019. It was like sometime in there. Based on, because I remember I was taking real estate classes and he was out of state doing, his Pizza Hut thing. And I remember at the time we were both texting each other like, hey, how was school?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like look at this. This is because they're training linguists, right? So this is the pizzahut.com. RGM training is another example of our phenomenal training programs. The curriculum guides you to become the best restaurant general manger, allowing you to take ownership of a restaurant, a team of people, furthering your career at Pizza Hut.
Oops, the thing cut out.
No, you're all good. All right, well, anything else you think that's pertinent to bring up, or are you satisfied?
Let's see. I'll show my face now for a second. It says camera.
Is that wise?
All right. Okay.
You're not worried about
I took off all my makeup, so it's nighttime.
All right.
No, anything besides that? Yeah, I'm not surprised that he would do wild stuff like this because I do remember when we broke up.
Stylo. This is exactly how I feel. Part of me doesn't like an ex being paraded around to kneel on a guy, but the rest of me thinks Tom deserves it. Yeah, it's like... It's probably too far. But then also, like, I don't know, because it's like... She commented on the videos. She was commenting on the videos, wanting to say stuff. Where's the line? Exactly. He's been lying about shit publicly, from her perception. Okay, according to her. Yeah, and like he included her in his content. His Facebook wasn't just shown on stream; it was all like linked. Yeah.
He harassed me from like a fake Instagram account, a fake Gal Gadot Instagram account, pretending to be another woman and saying like, "Oh, by the way, like I saw Tom out." This is like a week after I dumped him.
Crazy. This is crazy.
Asked me from like a fake Instagram account, a fake Gal Gadot Instagram account, pretending to be another woman and saying like, "Oh, by the way, like I saw Tom out." This is like a week after I dumped him.
Okay.
I got a message from a Gal Gadot fan account. And it was like, "Hey, I saw your man out with another woman, you know, just thought I'd let you know." And
How did you determine that this was him?
I determined it was him because he ended up, it's so long ago.
Dude, this is amazing. I can't, why is she saying this?
Like, what, 3 years ago now, maybe 3.5 years ago. But
Yeah.
he had ended up like sending me, I told him like this Gal Gadot person is like, you know, harassing me. She's talking about how I was like a bitch to you and how like now, you know, you're out to dinner with other girls. And I was messaging him about it, and then he ended up like messaging her to like, you know, put the kibosh on things. And when he sent me the screenshots, the color of the bubbles were wrong.
Okay.
So he sent her. So he allegedly staged messages with this Gal Gadot account. But when he took the screenshot, it was from the wrong account. So the bubbles were around the wrong way. Dude, it's so... It makes too much sense. Like, usually I'd be like, show me evidence. I would like evidence on this, but this makes so much sense. Like, okay, this is like exactly how it would go down. This is exactly how Tom is. It matches up with all the Reddit posts, like everything. Like, they're being like, "Oh, these women just throwing themselves at Tom, and he's having none of it." Like, dude, it just all lines up.
How I was like a bitch to you, and how like now, you know, you're out to dinner with other girls. And I was messaging him about it, and then he ended up like messaging her to like, you know.
Jimberly super chatted $5. Bro, if my ex did me like this on a stream like Sundays, I would take a long drive in neutral in my garage with the door shut.
Yeah, I think I'm the same, Jimberly. Thank you for the $5.
Put the kibosh on things. And when he sent me the screenshots, the color of the bubbles were wrong.
Okay.
To where it was like, oh, he's Gal Gadot, and then there is somebody.
This is not even. There's still more to this story.
Else. It was almost as if Gal Gadot sent him the screenshots to send to me, like that, which made so that was what got me to the oh, he is Gal Gadot, and I don't know who the other person is pretending to be him, but yeah, he sent me those screenshots, and then I ended up sending it all to his mom, and then he was.
So he said, so this is a 30-some-year-old man getting chewed out by his mother because he harassed his ex-girlfriend with alt accounts on Facebook or on Instagram. Dude, that's fucking bleak. That's so bleak.
Somebody else. It was almost as if Gal Gadot sent him the screenshots to send to me, like that, which made so that was what got me to the conclusion. Oh, he is Gal Gadot, and I don't know who the other person is pretending to be him, but
There is still more.
yeah, he sent me those screenshots, and then I ended up sending it all to his mom, and then he was like, he kind of like got in trouble a little bit.
Is that when he lost his hair?
No, he has always been like that since prison. That's been his go-to.
Okay.
Abby Blackbird super chatted $1.99. Tom, get in there.
Thank you for the $2.
Since prison, when they like shaved his head, he kind of just liked that look.
Yeah, works for him. Okay. All right. That's consistent, at least.
So yeah, that's the story.
This is the thing he has been known to do, just not like this.
Yeah, he can do some wild things, and then after I dumped him, he revealed, I was gonna propose in 2 weeks.
Dude. You fucking idiot. Break up with you. Don't you know I was going to marry you in 2 weeks? She doesn't want to date you, Tom. She certainly doesn't want to marry you. The fuck?
Consistent, at least.
But wait.
So yeah, that's the story.
This is the thing he has been known to do, just not like this.
Yeah, he can do some wild things, and then after I dumped him, he revealed, I was gonna propose in 2 weeks. But he can't show me the ring.
He can't show. Why can't he show you the ring? Why can't he prove that he was actually going to propose in 2 weeks? Why is that, Rose?
Because the night we broke up, he said he threw it into a river.
It's so fucking terrible. It's so bad. Oh my god. You could just tell that you could imagine he's like trying to evoke this image in her head of like he was like just about to marry her, but he was so distraught that she broke up with him. He's like, sorry boy, I'm not gonna tell him, I'm just gonna throw it in the river. It's just like oh, he's so romantic. Oh, he actually loved me so much. Oh, I should oh my god. Fuck this 10K. Oh man, it's so bad. It's just like the most dog shit, ham-fisted manipulation you've ever heard of. So funny. So funny. Oh god.
And
I just can't believe we got this. I can't believe we got this. I can't believe we got this.
Yeah. He said he had spent like $3,000 on a ring, and then the night we broke up, he threw it into a river, and he didn't take any pictures of it before then. But supposedly he was going to propose.
All right.
It's just wild stuff.
Okay, so well, we've determined he's not just not a linguist; he's a stalker as well. Amazing.
Yeah, I think he is the kind of person that likes to say a lot of big words, but he doesn't actually really say anything meaningful most of the time. He just says big words and thinks, I'm smart.
Well, I'm satisfied. Are you?
Yeah. If anything else reveals itself, if he says anything crazy or wild that I'm like, no, actually, this didn't happen, I'll definitely let you know.
Do you stream, or are you just coming on just for this?
I'm just coming on just for this.
Okay.
No. I'm actually in one of Tom's very, very early streams, and you can hear me in the background going, "You're watching tomfoolery."
Do you have a copy of that?
No, unless I dug through his. Is it weird that I am subscribed to Tom's thing? Because sometimes I stayed subscribed because honestly, part of me just wanted to keep up with how stupid everything was.
Do you know how old this stream was?
It would have had to be back in end of 2019, beginning of 2020.
Yeah, the oldest stuff he has publicly available now.
It wasn't 10 years ago. It was like 3 years ago. They broke up in 2021, I think, so right? 2020.
It's like from 1 year ago, so it is.
Oh, really?
It is gone. It is gone.
Let me see. Hang on, Tom Foolery podcast, because I saw a video. I have this one right here from 4 years ago. Just barely see one little clip of me. Hang on, I'm waiting for. Okay, you can see one little clip. I'm gonna copy the link.
I do have one last question for you, and I do apologize if this is sensitive. Just somebody brings it up, and I feel like this is of interest to people who follow this thing. It's not particularly to me, but there is a person called Sulfur. Are you familiar? She's been she's been making some pretty like serious accusations against Tom recently.
Is that the one? I think I heard Tom maybe talking. I might totally be wrong, but I heard.
Super chatted $2. How much to get you to film a hashtag Big Boy Challenge?
10 or 1K. 1K.
Video.
There was.
Stardust.
Let me ask you in DMs quickly because I want to make sure that you're comfortable with this first. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just send you a screenshot of the message I got without the sendee. Or the sender, I am the sendee. Hang on.
And I sent you that YouTube video where you can just barely see my face. You can't, I don't know if the... Hang on.
Oh, that is you. Look at that.
Okay, we've got the Tom response as well coming up.
Let me pop that on here quickly.
This is who Sulfur claimed.
All right, 1 second.
So you're what spot are you on here? This is just a minute long, I guess. Let's see.
I had I can answer this question if that's okay.
Sure. So I'll ask you the question directly so there's context for the audience.
Okay.
So so someone, I think it was either Sulfur or his ex-editor, Sassafras, claimed that you were 17 when Tom met you, and there's a claim that he groomed you.
I had just turned 18. Okay. Met him about.
So that's incorrect. That's a false.
Yeah,
that's a false claim. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Glad that one's not correct. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Okay, where are you in this? This is only 58 seconds long, but
this seems to be some sort of compilation video. I'm at the very, very beginning.
Is that you in the other window right here?
In the other window?
Well, there's two screens. There's Tom on the right at the very beginning, or like 1 second in.
Oh, right, yeah. Tom on the right.
And that's you on the left.
On the left, yeah.
Okay. Weird.
I can't believe he only has, let's see, he doesn't have old videos.
Okay, man.
Jeez.
Okay.
How come I can't find his account anyways?
Okay, I think we're done with this. I think she's going
I
to
think he hid some stuff behind memberships. He's
Says she confirmed you lie sulfur
Okay, so someone else, she basically confirmed you lie, sulfur lies, and you an insufferable person to date.
lies and you an insufferable person to date. Well, obviously we're not dating, so I would assume she thinks I'm an insufferable person to date, but you're saying she confirmed the sulfur lie. What did I supposedly lie about?
Yeah, I know he debated. Yeah. So he debated that girl's mom as well. I don't know if that was showed just then while I was
Press
AFK.
at every moment in time, and certainly this one.
I don't know if it's copyrighted.
Based on giving and receiving, as well as having,
Okay.
of, and have.
Tom, my girlfriend didn't go to this school. Them about, so that's not over this. We broke up a long time ago. Y'all know this. We broke up a long.
It's right here. Okay.
I dated this girl while I was working at Pizza Hut. We've already been over this. We broke up a long time ago. Y'all know this. We broke up a long time ago.
It wasn't really that long ago, was it?
So that's not really a thing that she would know about. There's already other people who have come on here and talked about my life, her, that sort of shit. So that's not the only reason she would.
I don't know if anyone go back through. Someone try and find if he's ever given the years that he did this so-called linguistic marketing job. Okay, that's what we need. If he's ever given a year that he did it. You've got it. Did he give a year?
Know about it was from when we were together, and she knew about what I was doing before we were together.
Oh,
but about why you went to prison? What was the lie there? I didn't hear her talk about Sulfur. Well, Sulfur's been running around saying that I dated this girl when she was underage.
No, but he walked back a lot of the COVID stuff. Because he didn't like walk it back, but what he basically said was like, oh, that was just an example. That wasn't like the only thing I was doing. That wasn't even like a big thing. That was just like an example. That was like the sort of thing we did do. Was the sort of shit you were saying, right? Wasn't it?
But that's obviously not true. Tom said pan, she said stuffed crust, yeah. No, I didn't lie to her about why I went to prison. Again, she knew my entire fucking family, okay? She knew my whole fucking family. So they all talked to her about this shit too. She was around them. She talked to them about all of this shit. So whatever it is that she thinks I lied about, she was around my whole family for 3 fucking years and talked to them about these things. So yeah, there's just no there's no fucking way she could think I lied about any of those things. Being around my fucking family the whole time.
Okay, well, she seems to. She does seem to think that. Maybe you should. Tom's got to review it on stream. I'm sorry, that's the only way. Tom has to respond to it on stream. He has to react to it. That is the only way. Clear his name. He won't his bitch made true. The thing is that it is kind of like a huge shot to him because he's always said, this is like that, what he just said there is basically what he always says. There's so many people who I know in real life who watch my stream. If any of them thought I was lying about anything, they could just come out and say it. And no one has. So, what do you do now?
Tom, my girlfriend didn't go to this school. Y'all wouldn't know her. Yeah, no. Well, unfortunately, again, my family does know her. And my sister was just on here last week talking about this shit. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck she said. I haven't seen it. And the fact that like there would be an ex-girlfriend who's like motivated to go say some shit, maybe I have trouble believing that she would say this stuff, but I'll look at it sometime and figure it out and talk to her. But I have no idea. what she did or didn't say.
Okay, but what is up with those videos where the text to speech?
Okay. I think I've got everything out of this. All right. Is this guy in Discord joining or what? I hope you enjoyed that Tomtent, guys. That was that's big developments in the Tomtent. Okay. One of the craziest Tomtent developments we've ever had. His ex-girlfriend coming on Sunday stream to say he does the alt shit to people in his personal life too.